And Absa SME loan, your story matters. Abida Fortunasi, Miami Wafa, Aquasia Day, Odike, or your founder and leader, Union Government. Wafa Tinase. So na minianum yenua and they bako adane government official na bako so ako PMO position representing the MPP. Hey, me amini Ernest Adade me hu na jepa and minianum MPP fund bebre ako hibernation na say o ma ko te but it's all good. And I'm here for saying Donko, or your Deputy Director General, National Service Authority in charge of operations. A big mind. I mean, I say I'm free more for so. Over. Akwaba.
Yeah,
I want to know what dear.
As you can see, divine selection.
You look good, Wafa.
No, for corporate like I was I walk into the Ntumatiana Chambono.
Of a Siben to be over me.
Siben feeling to Matitia, Nachia, Emon,
and to money diabetes, but a Chiani dear. I hope a nice one with us. Fuzeni.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, and Columbo, I ain't mean to work from him. Oh,
yes, I do.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Some of you say you who say a Duma Moye, you know, a bino, and a party no menti, wa mamu dibrebi a monso masuma, mode Jinaso minor, because even in opposition, some of us we know your contribution to the party here and Namso into Maba Power. So once again, from myself and from my team, we wish you all the best and once again, congrats.
See, you make us say ye danyaku poase na ye da monsomase because sabi drobon sub to Accra there host do se na be pene betena mo afidie
yeah
and so say musumu akwenya kaso da bi drobon so akire die na so ye ma na akwenya no so be ka die woni trim free drobon so no in fact it's an honor we don't joke with.
Thank you.
At least say mu bu ye say so ye betimi add a voice to the nation building.
Thank you.
At least he also gave us the opportunity but if onu bi hu say be so ye betimi akire adwem afa bibi so ye da nyame ase ne ye da his excellency ase mo so aseda no koma mo multimedia any edini pa in fact like I say multimedia money medini because this is a good ashanti mem na ye buru 50 yeah time dey ye 30
okay
ye nanu na be page mu kakra but out of 30 make us ye do ayaba multimedia ye ndru 5 you know it's a privilege we don't joke with at all.
Right, yeah, you're always welcome. So
yes,
Akwaba so na anyway no, my
another friend is so many times.
Okay, you mentioned common one say, Attorney General press charges on the former GEF CEO na efa Sky Trainer and they eka $2 million. Abenyan omano ekomu wafa wedi mepese mehase free so na fe yiwia yakọ amanyo ku mienu no aka no makomo so eso sa asemin meji se eka anamo a omampani etu se obi bia ya kwan bi so wabo wo man no eka ana oman ni sika bi akodi ni ho no ye befa so na fe ye de sa nipa kro no agina mra no ano anamoyin wafa uni sen ye nhyase mfiri o nhyase mfiri so wafa
yo CJ Midase mechia me aminua donc fusi me ni na hye kumase aye so abrabo no edu ba bi na dia no ofre me menua kwasi me katim me bo miembia endi me so udo ahimemu aka
was a one now. Or Shaz, I mean, who's ever your number?
I want to be a free bar.
Oh, my God, they couldn't pull. And to do a memoir on Kyle.
You, I was for your car sky train. If you are not going to be Brinois, any not the buying. Sky train, and only the only rail transporter says CA per Ghana, baby, yes, see ya dying. We share the way a trot, any daily commuting, a private cars, public buses, intimate because your roads were not designed. A bit more accommodate bicycle, your friend is saying buses, and you know, the best option, CCI Yamagana Sky Train. Sky Train, no, Sanka, Memfan say, a train and now and Masu Wim. Now, you see pillars. Sanka be free at the black a. Ebia or kanshi ebesa ko danso man yesi pillars ko soro na training nam soro ho ti the station no igina left and the mobile form and the every station be gina no igina wa left nanim to pay free train mana left no do aba form said ye kwanma ye chok ni di said ye go slow esi wo ye big cities in mu
Kadi ebeboa pa.
Ebeboa pa. Na no start na ka ye adwuma. Nanka amanfo patronize no. Nanka ama trotro ne taxi ne piagranom enso akomachi. Te say baby a sky train no enya adwuma nkodu ho no. Na nkomo so afafiri ho e de atoa so. Edumo say Central Business District no. Ebema go through any vehicular traffic ne ba no ebe very minimal ebe free okra etine etimpo ana ye papa and yewra mama despite the father say will prosecute you sankrofo we no dwene hu ye na sky train project no baby a shebia can you imagine say sky train free Okanshi to Adenta. Acha kura yesi acha okwem no 15-20 minutes na dru Adenta.
Endru, yeah. Yeah.
Edu kura wa private car we pack it. No wa join sky train. Ndi papa wadaru mo even though enhye na nko yi but the facility no ade beboa Ghana pa na said ye wudi ura namba no obi biara ofa kwambo ni bi so afa Ghana sika wa bra emfamra kwam no ura for mo bo adwuma edamase mo recover bibia na ye hunu se anamwana mutu se Ghana japade Ghana sika ankura bi afa kwati kwanso ayo man dwirim ne katase hye no intimi en recollect sa lost items no any cash no it is a yewra attorney general mi amadamfo so watimi a press charges against perpetrators na ne kwanso ano na mesre yenuanum MPP4 NDC4 empebia abamu nipa na se obi a yamandi bia bia ma so mahwade bi so o ma we mu a wanya na dwuma yi de ne court no be na be party ni issue ma dwene mentiase Sami ya kumfi se sika na mo se afa ne saase no se yampo MPP ni a wote wa wo so kokoto obi no se sika no ebi ama wo it is the state a na yesika no say ye no obi di so obu ye nyina akwase a aya munyi partisanship ni mfiri ho omani nyina yesika no nipa ba akofo afa etiti ade na kwa we nya party asem say ye di ye kwa solidarity whatever e wo court enti CJ
wafa
yura mama promise or the buy what the man and son or ba bem and I think say it's in order.
Okay.
It you want to aso.
Okay.
Lemum cases are akodru manim na dɔɔso papa na snail paste air no omuko ken kakramai because ya ria bibiri be wu ansa ne afre wo masem unje CJ you go school no anase wo fie na wa ye boni bi na the authority also o hwe se enkasa de ni nsi no obepie wo so na wa anka hwe no twam ko na nzade na wo ye and the act is punishable ye nyam punish wo ye musa ho asem ye no kwa akratimi kum what I say
sa otwen ye nimu a wo twen se ye betwe waso
head master be pie wo so
yeah
ade na wo ye wa ogitum se awo se ye twe waso
enso wa hwe nimu a
wa hwe nimu a head master ngari we share no twe
wa otim se madam adie madam ehu ono so so nkasa CJ eduani si okra na ni dia de
aha no but it is we no yere kra wo ho
I know what madam
pam madam say
what you said why madam who was wo twempena
enso kasa
won ka he
oye bibia man pepepe no eduani
si ho bibia na
CJ me dedi
Away from easy for experience.
What's that? Wa coffee won kwaro ye anade wa obebusa me yi na dia so me wa obebusa me
odu fie so wayi nani
ebi na se ora afo no ye wo mu a wo mu edu mu sa ke kanga na me ma no me so mo hwa nya na wa ya bebere na bewu so do a woni mpa se ade na wa ye no mo so am vrede ntem eti attorney general
all right
press charges in ntem na affected people no wo smoothness level
wafa akwasi adodike medase mini adade me ba ho but yenhwe charges attorney general are pressing against Mpensenpensenmu ebine willfully causing financial loss to the state under the Criminal Offences Act. A conspiracy to commit a crime through the international dissipation of public funds. International dissipation of public funds under the Public Property Protection Decree. Enti sika yetua edema company nuclear din design Africa there. Enes mame embra wo hono me
Yo. CJ Medasi, we dey machia na machia yem papa odike. Na machia menu Fuseni nso. And so this is the first time menine share ewo studio ha.
Fuseni ndio onya ho fi ha kra.
So me na say me bo ko a check.
Yeah.
Ombe frame me bia na me shebe mi. Ane. Yeah, papa sa popo bribri na nkrofo say ache no. Ebi enkan yen yo. Dabi me week na ye we election na me wa.
Yeah.
Me ne chum. Yeah. She anya because we need the toso ensiana MPP court 92 year lusu year 96 year lusu year 2000 year win 2004 year win year 2008 year lusu year 2012 year lusu year. That makes it how many times? 4 times. and your fifth time.
Yeah.
So to some of us, and and there's nothing exceptional about this. Yeah, but when this is for 1 million votes, you see a BC that and unprecedented, and no more kwaba, and I young Crawford, yeah, and the Anukradi and your mono mubo, yeah, young Crawford and Kotuaba, and ayani abuya yande aiza agwana yasi o twisika na asi amatwe atwa me mene so di na ho di nyina atwe ni refisa sika ni ben mene enti yande yani atwetwa ye mene enti enye hu saa because ye nim say yetimi siesie ye mfie yi a niama ebeko yi enti popo biribiri ni de enya nche yen. Let me tell you, CJ ni matna studio has several times I can say ye lose election.
Yeah.
Now no lawyer chum no can just yeah we na ye pia me say election we nko yim.
Yeah.
Na ye nim ye mu bebre nim no na kofa it is possible by because na binum say
if there are if I should mention about 3 people within the MPPR one who signs no clear say about we nko ya bakuni.
Yeah, me I kept saying it, I didn't have
bakuni. Yeah, he kept.
Now Jumanti madam for be make I na me. Now who said me say Ote say it is possible la. It is possible no na bi no adwene ye wom say chale we de be yedin. And no the word it is the phrase it is possible no buy. Say den there na so ye betumi aye mo me anyere yan ho.
And as I'm not coming
that time na economy na start pick up dada. Yeah, be call election no. Na economy na start pick up so awu ne no. Na start pick up by November December no. Na inflation of 54% now no mu ko to na 2023 inflation. Na growth na ye ko to na growth na pick up. Inti na omo budget na ye chale. No. Let me tell you. Enya nyansa na ye di managing nkwa. Eye no kore me come asem straight. Say IMF program no e ka ho. IMF program no ene ma ye ahoden because anytime I bet say sika na eba bia no na dollar no na engina. Say ya ye ka say mienu ye ba NDC pen so ye na abema nipa engina ne nan so a omo so say omo aya ade ama omo budget so enkikin but me who say CJ per say ye
yenko ya da ho no so
asem bi na kire ma adwen ye papa odike wa ha menua be man so ha na tie for in their millions say tie Muti say Attorney General's filing knowledge prosecute or kruma. CJ Sauti.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sikasemunsia no. The decan a banking sector cleanup. You're spending over 20 billion Ghana cedis, converting into dollars at the current rate.
9 billion a bailout.
Now you spend sasikani bi dada. And I san spendi bi. And I say one more omo enamo omuso. Say bi anadwuma bi na wanye ni ye. Ana send to tue bi na 1 to 2 ni ye nti. Yemfa omo nko gina mra no because of my na hwere sika. My aim the anti American way no enye sika na ya hwere no. The principle no. Say ya hwere over 20 billion Ghana cedis. That was after Yema bailout in 2015 to the same set of institutions. And also yashre fakwa 20 billion. Yes, ask can yempe. O mine enya interested. O mine say ye ko di achire na bebia ebia ye say o kan banking sector report na ye say ebi di akototo adan e wa manoni ebi di akobie businesses foforo if I obi kura di oji o mine sika di ko to shares o mine bank mu o mine say ye nya interested ye ja about break you know in divided by even 15 cedis 4 cedis at the time and ameboa 4 cedis ne coins at the time. Divided 20 billion by 4 and tell us how many billions of dollars we lost. Or mine say you're interested.
So you see no reason why we should go after 2 million.
The case.
Okay.
Yeah, $200 million from Credit Suisse at an interest with interest. say ye di be si dan was saklemi
Yeah.
many will say ye ni dan krabako aye demu a ye ye say ye dining nyina ye wie single one say uradike o de penkwa unkwala yi bi no mu nkotena ho na ye ni ba kokura 200 million
that project no kra off take agreement who see no ansa you release this kanama
yes can you release ya manaka report when you na go me phone so me person me building me case me person me building case no
money flow mami
$200 million and ye kwaje bosia say ye de besi dan ama yan Ghana for ye nua no yan yire no yan papa no $200 million no o minor filing no le prescribe o say onya interested ye ni dan kura baako aye demo ayeye but mine say onya interested who carried the famous Madam Fujakpa case yes ye pe ambulances ye kofa ambulance mako 20 pe ana meboa ambulance nanka ye to bebre but ye di kan ya release 2.3 million euros and dollars say ye fa ambulance ni bimbra ambulance no tontro na bedru akania ma ye di begum nti ye be ye studio amasije ya ye studio na wie akamfidie ya ye kasamoi 2.3 million euros o mine say yanya interested eyensia in some way I ekoso yi de me bubo so yi eyensia
de maka ambulance ne say ebeba be do tema abo na e de fa patient mani yi
oh be ebetumi emfide car no betumi abedu say comply me who contract no that me ba odi ma me landing on my case me nim say and I be wo no by the time be ship abakra say the omu sign agreement bia no me nim agreement no say odi car ne beba na odi mfidie na begum wa ha em say anda akufado ambulance say bae no ni nyina ye be wie ne ha me nim say drip equipment ya de ama assembly si ye be assembly wa ha enu kura be ma ye nuanu mu mrantie ne maba wa wo kurum kura nya adwuma ye nti say ye be ye bi wa ha no enya nu na hia me enya ne ha me but tontro na bedru na emfidie ni nyambe gumu a embe ye ambulance si ameni wo ka say 2.37 million euros no eko ye ni ambulance no sa ambulances no sije ye ni ba ko single one ye di funny pa ye me madam for pa ba ko madam for body pa enya kufu ado ambulances yanke yesie no because okonya heart attack no drive o tiaburi wa bankran ofro bipo no ena o se said ade ne ye no na o feel fine immediately no friend ni nua so on fa ka nhia no na I say bibi ye no ni nua ne duru ho ni nua no so ka kire na ni nua no so frɛ apim south ambulance omuduru ho no na wa collapse doctor ne say so omudi sima na kuma na stop it wanya heart attack enya no a anka ye hwere ye nua no madam for body pa nti CJ the American say niama no cases we ye mako nsia running into millions of dollars. Yes, you're interested. What is making us interested in $2 million? I'm not saying the American muntie me ye. I'm not saying say yanja sikani bi ni endi biechi. But what image over $1 billion, billions of dollars. Say unya interested biom. Ade NDC need the obumra so enye year like ono de obum onfa ne hunni na obi foforo de obumra no so yantwa ne team free so ana. The point I am making is etwetwe aso kakra chire wadwene kakra say overnight we are chasing $2 million with all the energy we have. Yes, we should. So be anya na juma ye nti na ya hwere $2 million ubetwi na so amemi ni uni asebia
baba anes pacho
nanso say waja over $1 billion say unya interested now ubeche si $2 million say ye ni ayete dem han ye nyina de ye nyina ye nim de konkan kakra ye nyina nso ya ko school ye den na meka say sa sika twitwiri die ya mabu bossui or mine nya interested your mind the same or mine no enya interested.
But Ernest, my question would be, the MPP was in power for 8 years. These issues were still there. So
you are not speaking law here. Oh, you're a journalist. Until you were Juma, say journalist.
but it's a question.
Pronom pro. O my imra Emma say yenua odike. Menye lawyer. But yenyina ye mra pon na yenyina ya kan say enu na ye di bebo ye ho bra no.
Yes.
Mak enkyere yen say krono pro. Ana boni pro. We are born in 20 years na evidence ba up say 20 years no evidence ni near. Ye de obeko ena Ghana so mransem no asem we enye da ye de edika ye bisa ni o. Asem we ubisa me bia me ka say unim bia ye papa odike de wa check system num. Unim ni case say bia by this work out e di be 10 years. Ana wo mo e bia unim wo mo. A mo case di be 20 years work out. It is a young Ghana had there. Se cases no eko yese efa nipa kuo bi ho a yetimi expedite action. Enye no mo na ekofa fast track high court ni ma ba Ghana. Cases are delay nti. But the American say case na delay mpo a enkyere say case na pro. I say nti. Say evidence bi ani ho a ye di na American. So instead of filing knowledge prosecute no. No, you are filing all the prosecute. It just say, or mine say, yeah, ninjas assembly who be ye jai. And I'm a boy, all the prosecute, and I see, yeah, we are a sika, you see a German
in your tribute.
Then I'm a $1 billion manica. 9 me di 2 million. 2 million. And a 2 million no crampo no. CJ. Name kofa. But no cranny say. The year can say. Who chase 2 million no? Who motivation ye there? Is it just political? Say, obi say, what you scam company be? Say company no, enye juma no, company na enye juma. Yanko tata ninji sika. Nti asemo ami bi sana. My yenya interested in all. I want to see sikana a free banks nimu no, baby e kodi ye.
Okay.
I want to see say ambulance 20 no a yetua ho 2 million no. My mean can say yemfa obi anko to afiase. I'm not interested. Who could dance am na yesika na ya hwere sika na ya hwere. But ambulance 20 no na sa ochina bi na te say dey make madam for year asem say madam for year asem ko to no eburi bi po ihu a ambulance yi na save ni. Na nka bi a yeti studio ha na nyame mpengu na BBS studio ha na ambulance no ba akosi animu ha. Yesi sa 20 na emu ba akono no. Nanka obi anya niji nti yema mpani yebesre no omma oman no yenyina yenya niji baako.
Okay.
Oman no yentra mu baako se nipa baako.
Okay. All right. Me da say me nia na Saturday and ya tin nka no Fuzeni wafa
selective justice so wa wotena se na aka se we ni mama nyokum eti yemoni na me bo man yoku ho ban a wa wo take this decision no e hun sunsu aso be ba so da bi we ye den wo su benya ho akatua because
okay
sika Ghana elusu true partisanship amanyosem amanyokuo esem no amanyofo amanyokuo ekuo no na ese wo man no anya amanyosem o ekuo ne dia no power nipa ana me tell me ka
ekuo nipa na wo mu
aso me ka unya ntiase
amanfo ne wo mu
se ekuo na take decision say you protect your crofo
yeah. All right wafa me da say
CJ
Uzeni is that the case say more selective wo hwe utie nsema Ernest kan ya if it is indeed the fact say sikano enka $2 million there $2 million there we could actually aye then no
me wanga kra mu nkoje me be wia usika sesi anka sisabri mete ha so trobi anka amanfo so obi akwa abanchi or dance one so me as for me and for the justice must apply, the rule of law must apply to all.
Fuseni
CJ meti minua penny Ernest ase ana me ba se di ni Ernest Ernest Saturday senior meti wase pa because on say an countdown a o si Sophia na ni gine account down there ye chiremu sen kra Sophia n'ani achia ha timiti na se but on say no kro hui eye ba akopɛ yini enura no kra ne ene no kra ade e fita de e fita enne minuanes ka kire se enka kire se 2.3 million euro na eba wo ambulance case attorney general ne Japan temu no ka no try so de atofo sen kra betum wo ho no enka jase e chesi sika no mum na enka jase chinchina e twan ye ka se ye de nipa ekotum minua we krom ha Blue Sea o man ka se attorney general se o se ambulance no wo mpe wa na o ka se yemfa ambulances ni mbra ye de ambulances ni bedru ya there was a change of government and yes would pay the contracts from we say see ye de machines ni nyina be hihiem oxygen ni hwan nyina be hihiem be dru ha no de gungura wopono so no anhwe na machines ni bi ho akanti no ye ndi kan fa ni mbra vehicles ni mbra ni emfa equipment ni mbra ni embe hihye no ha ena abansesan na mo mobile na mo se da bi mo mpene saa de ma behunie ene so da bi nya saa na tie equipment ye de ba mo se da bi equipment kra ye hia biom contract no kra ye mpe biom ena ma mo delay na nkrofo se da bi saa de a mo me mbe fa equipment na mo nyi musika Blue Sea offered to pay the 2.3 million back. Attorney General Godwin Odamika said da on Pescano. Kwen bi obefa so atofo se ne Japan bedem obefam. Ene so okoye ni we se means anya me pa no hontoma no. Oti ase. So it is not today that Rebecca say adenti na yedi sa case na chi. There be case no, there was no case. Attorney General wanted to just persecute people for the pleasure of Nanado say mechingrophobia tum keke.
Same thing you are doing now.
No, entina cases are no mo ye de age fans no. Attorney General we buy who say na say dey na nye prosecution. It was persecution. Dey nkwa na de opuni famu for 8 years yentimi anya evidence yentimi anya witness ba kokora o kan bi ma Attorney General da. Witness bia ye be kwa kofa na for opuni case obeko bi o say I dey no opuni de buy kra na enokra na boa ma ikuku no so do so. And so ye chinchim nsa promote judge kofa obi chese unhu de pese ye kire. So many other day you were not chasing after lost monies. You were trying to persecute NDC members just to score political points. Enti prosecutions in be okra dru court na nye real judgment to na ye skewed replayed judgment na mo ye court ho. Oti ase. So enne sa Attorney General ba no hu se ade na menua yi na nye judgment na nye case o na ye ways and means enti japa ampa so japa kra de ono kra start kra expose ni ma kra nsa na ye ba na Attorney General ba hu se ada bi asen we de ye ntwa so sebi enya asem papa je ye omani di ekire be akobọ ka hu opuni case 8 years mu ye de mu be ye bia freezing account nyina sebi papa no sebi ono abo ne bra ye tua ne ka no sebi opebibie kra to aduane de agiso okosre just because ye pekon bia so say ye pese papa ya mukogu ne bank Heritage Bank
Sedu agogo
na mukogu na munya adai enne ekosi say
so me ba for saying is it about the persons involved and so genuinely ye pese en saka sika
dabi na sika bi anyiraye na ye chede na atwa asem ato nkrofo so ye pese ye chede nkrofo bibi kakra
Sky Train ya asem na me be saying
coming back to the Sky Train.
Yes
Minua unse na no ye tikurum ha ena nana do be ka kire so sa sika bi a Jo Mahama kwaje ye so ye railway lines from Tema to Akosombo no sebi ne nyansa nheda nnim nti ono no betu sika no osaji bi ka onse da bi railway de oyesi Akosombo a wonya hwe ye nya ne fa nkofa vote akra ba bi ne nkwa nkopem mpaka dan na timi adan no ho because ye rail like kopem a ekire ba ne be ye den nti gi so oye a oye no ring so at say de be ye a betimi akọ na adan no ho sa ne ye railway line and yes you ni problem ena wa ko fa pentima mento bi ba yesa auto train fufura aba ye ko on test a yesi train akopem ye ko repair train naba bepem na ye hu be bia train nafa workshop ben ye repair train a ɛno so so me say e ka ora for nsensem nti ye be hu workshop no train won ya kofa train aba ye nya hu be train no
train na nya sa accident
ye nim be bia workshop kura train wo this ɛno so ye framba unu abekere bibia
no but that train can just disappear from
na CJ wan train wan workshop ben ye repair no
train nye mobile phone aka say ayira obi dia say
workshop ben wa Ghana ha ye repair train no train na wan Minianu matric will be no eno kura yen wie ye CJ yes ye railway line from Buankra sa dia Batema near dia ko sita kura de port asem papa yen wie no ye da sore ya ese nanado e dware wo wiem sese wase asunda ese sa otimi fa wiem so o train ma be ye fe nti ye be ye sky train ye Ghana force yate na sabi wanzam betwa mi baabi obetwa mi dua no wanya ntwa sabi mi pie to nso bɔ me si TJ wanzam wada roma mpese mi twa mi dua oso mate meba bɛyɛ wo bae na twa wo se o mintimi ntwa wo konso mi pie to so a wafa mo se mu bɛyɛ sky train Ghana force ate ka mampo anka si pila ba ko mayen pila ya wansi measurement ye measure ye no ade na be free denta abesi multimedia kokomemle nti eda we ni ebebu nti compensation ye tua enu bi ansi ye da sore ya yesi 2 million ayra 2 million no mu de ye den mu de ye feasibility studies mu de ye den o father de say ni den kam ye ndi akiri sika ni so CJ and 2 million kakra wo
no that's not what he was implying. I'm saying that's not what Adade was implying. No. To be fair to him.
Yeah, one CD kura.
Yeah. But he's talking about the quantum.
No, the muja ho no. Ne je na nkasa kamaje. Mo, kamaje da. MVP ne ji agina ko mu ji da ka ade enchi so ena me kire o se no kura wo mu ni se de na o mu ka kire se o mu di akire nyina no na nye sabisika chi na o mu di na emu yempe kwan bi so ne yengu NDC fo ebi anim ase because ena mama typical example say jakpa case ya o mu ko fa ba ya na ko mu pe kwan bi so de atofos akotum se o block e-levy dodo no eno no company ni ka se wo de enya hwe mo baji musika na mo fa ye niam akora ye ka so kora nsan fa ya de ma ye gofreda me se da menye ebi ensi kuruma nti de me na kire pa se na sabi sika ichi na no odi agi sika magana fo na me kire o se we se no asem na etwetwera so he o fada de nya betre we no eye se wa fa odike book yi sky train eduba he eye preface o a preface keke on so be book na first cover preface sky train ni sa Dubai we titi wana na ekọ asini no enye nkola idea na o fafun na o he movie no titi wana ekọ sini on se no no ko so blackboard o ko so board na o mo chiro sini ni busu no na o kwa
am di kan yi comedies no
comedies no no mo yi no we Dubai he sky train comedies keke na me bo costume so pa nti o say kotokone house bebo a nkola na edika bebo no cutting razor we cutting razor keke nti omunya afeni ebe ko ora nu mangasa amana donko bi na yeko tuya ya spend $58 million no afeni atoni general nyanko ho OSPD no frontiers ne kakra ntete ho kakra bia finance minister na asensan ya no ka ho asemu afena kwanya ofa so a odi $58 million ko tu amana nipa kro ne san ye no afeni ye be ko ho
Ofa mu ka say former finance minister about 5th May
are o ha ho ye dey and oni OSP asemu
Gabi so
attorney general nyanko ho
ga wa magana fo atiase se 5th May ono ade no beba
and say afena be su trima na na obi say
ya kaka odi bisa me say me problem me dem say OSP ni pa on the man inside issue wanted warrant no kra da attorney be general beka say finance minister former finance minister ye hia o pa won ka say oda ho.
No, but I also believe, sir. I mean, so far there should be some correspondence between him and the OSP. As
correspondence, baby.
So Nyaka say me no be. They say UGMC so John Muhammad Aruma function kama omra rigi kraso ye kama 37 crowd soldier for na be no.
Okay, Fuseni. Now we see fam.
Minua the me pa try say Ghanaians want accountability. CJ niema sisi kurum ha o. Accountability no from Rollins Penso. Akufuo be so mu. Na ba no wo soro ba bi o. Hey, Mr. John Mahama kura se be oji ye de car be che no kura sa de che o man no eno kura yan fan spare no. Na nu ya kura sa be che ne car kura o sa de che o man no. O ti ase. Ye nka se o twen kura ma we free abam an kan sa ne ya ka se sa car bi ba da bi. Ye de man no se obi a be che me car ni o man no monfa. So there was, I can understand the level of ban baby not ban dru. Na dru unfortunately ban no be ban to form. No twam. High jumper ye nyina ehuri ban da be say yakoko so obi akonechi no ahuri no. Na do buy one person obi huri nti no watam oyi ban to form and on anti twam. So there was no standard of measurement again. And I can understand the way a Ghana for near brepese there should be accountability, and that is what His Excellency John Mahama has promised. Intiminia, and yes, sir, ye ja bibi hon ye could 2 million at you, there be 8 years accountability. Amudi NDC be for munya mudi ye for mu. Intimusumunya betre. Na muso sumu 8 years na mu be di ye no.
Okay.
Yan fa mu fa accountability ni movie. Na Ghana for nyina hunso a hunso. Asem ho nso dia said ye menua bi kan ye no. O say o dia mamon ko dansa won bebre. O dia mon ko gijo ma japade no. Mo ton fie ne na nso mo fa o mo mpa na o mo kuku nkaka nyina nton ka ho. But I believe that is what we should be aiming at as a nation. Nsawo o de kenofori atakoto nsama den obeye. Sebi sekan kro wontimi nsom. Man in the best abon kakwa. Okay. So we should be going after assets.
You are assuming he's already.
No. I'm saying, forgive me. I'm saying man can he.
Yeah. No. Offer. Let's give him the opportunity.
No, man can he. Yeah. No, like Asemka. Say in case young fan say obi ti second of Furiata. Say you buano krana asem no born near the no ko 2 more. And for so ben pani beja on so prison ho. And say ebe kwa koji data bank ni enterprise na eja ya ton apa yesika.
Ya ni fie duro no. Ya de ko tuma em benefit Ghana ni.
No, because hard ben obeti me.
Wa fa free o man ho no. Ye no e na o se je ya de. But me hu say
that is where the state should be
getting
to us.
I think we need to make progress on our next issue. And on the measures here free. And Saturday, and the MPP held a press conference. In fact, they are raising issues of constitutional crisis and even threatening to impeach the president. The president has been out of the country. The vice president, they him say, "Oh, I'm on here, and what the constitution says." In fact, I raised this issue on Monday.
The Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
The CJ can act.
Yes.
There's an acting CJ.
But
there's an acting CJ.
And what are exactly your issues? My main share as a topic where I say in free honor. Ernest.
Ghana yamra pono ewo nhihye ema omampani na bedi echire. Ene said you musi hwe oman no so. Said you si hwe omusi hwe Ghana for nso so. They said you can Article 60 no can clear. Say so mampani yebenya omampani there shall be a president. Ansa na yebeto abama no obeyi na bedi echire. So mampani ni ho na bedi echire ebehwe echire ama no. Na say omumienu ni ho a odru 11 na say speaker ebeba ababe hwe echire ama wo mu. Yede CJ no ebeka ho eno no is not thoroughly spelled out
in the constitution
provision.
Yeah.
Must bet I say in the hierarchy no yenyina enim say you were executive executive is represented by the president and the vice. Now the legislature headed by the speaker, and sana yako the judiciary. Inti ni miensano inti by convention say me we num nyina ni hodia nature say judiciary no actia ye because uhwemu a judiciary no kra ene swear wo mu aka ni nyina in say judiciary ni nswe mampani in we wini abato no kra ni enswe ni ina enze na oni tumi no enyandi mu onso akofna mu nswae say mayese mi o mampani na mayese na mahwe musu ye medi mra no so na ma uphold constitution no sa anhihye na amaso a president no ntumi mfra ne ho president say ya nti yeto aba 7th no wini a onyanya mampani o wini 7th December na just 7th January na ya swine waswaya waba be mampani no e no timi di mampani juma anameboa constitution is clear say midnight of the 6th no and a former president na ho den esa enti enhihye we wo ho me hu de enti a esese yetimita yenim dada say mampani abedi akire ne ho dodo no enti oni oman nim yenim dada say owura bagbin so na watu kwan enti say ba say omampani ba be pie free oman nim a ordinary ja aboni be ne be because there's convention say a BCCJ no or ye acting or nyanya substantive. We know this is not the first time our mampani ni wa na bedi chire ni wa speaker so ni ho. This is not the first time. This is the first time I say yamfa ye chi anya obia. It's an issue that should be addressed. Ana mampani no obia ni wa or no obetumi a trusting na amra kwan so obetumi di na chi eja na. That's what we should all guard against. So, bia omampani ko otogoi, bebia oko owobia na so man bi betusha yen so ana BBC na ye hia omampani ensa say omampani be take some immediate action na we ja Ghana for he has left us naked. We ja yen hokwa. Papa oni o ma wo fia upie so mu be didi so mu be no mu nsuo we ja wo mo hokọ. Eno na minority no a question ye no. Say, oh yes, na one year responsible. One fa umano 1 year. Sa CJ be free fie akwa masika no wasa to ni promo ja nkwala na egu abonten na nsi obeto ayembu wo mu ana. So you didn't treat your children and the people you are leading well. That is the main issue here. And yes, I will be president ye and I be but president nim said na bedi echire ni ho. O nim said speaker ni ho. Na didn't know sorry and oja hokoye. And all the nichija ni chief of staff say audio nechija obia. Dear ya no man yi mu a obia agi atumu ni say. Ye best try nipa no so ye o mampani temporarily. Anameboa. Sani ye so nipa ni in. So what happened? It's a big lapse, sir. As I say, you're shedding ye. Now you're making sure, say, it be a niama eti say no. NCC, because unim obia niama way in shawunsa. Time is not in your hand. Happenings around is not in your hand. Anything can happen. Now, call ye. Sorry, and then sukasi be toye, and BB at Tuyan Champions. There is some form of force majeure. Yanya day or mampeni ni ho, ubia ni ho. One for nechi anya ubia. Ubia ni to me, so be ye or mampeni ejuma mano. Na said the American, nipa nkwan ni nsem. Nyame mpengu kura. Say bia o mampani kura free hoi nanka bia boni bia kosi say yeti samora marshal dum ne nyama ye fa play na free ha ko ha ba play na ko crash nyame mpangu memfasa kura nsusu ye mu bia let alone mampani but anything can happen ye nipa no ko ya wan fa na chi anya obi ayi nanka boni bia sia Ghana for be ye den. So these are the things we should be thinking about. And me, I don't always shut that and insist on Niama from the political angle, but the common sense angle. Say, odike free fie na ne yele ne ma wo fie na nkwala ibe didina wa sori keke no koi. Who knows? Yamin pengu, but me too kaya me be in a panyaya. Na me kwala free school bow mo be day. That's all we are talking about. And I wanted people to understand it as basic as that. Yeah, manumra form sa. Nsade be ya omampani da achibi. Na se omampani e basa utia o na echi na wa be de achire ni ho na speaker ni ho a. Yam pemra kwan so ayedi ye chi beja obi. That's all we are saying. The MPP for Kanano. Into the Omukan say president has not been responsible. Say oja oma or two or minor JJ mananya sanya kano.
Yeah.
Watu ya sauram wasore ko. Yesu yeguha. Wasore keke oko. ABC da womaimu. This is the first time. This is not the first time womu nyina ni ho. But this is the first time obi omu ni ho no mu obi anhwe akire. This is the very first time. Ebin see that so be wo ehun abakosem a obetimi aka akire. Baby see that. Intino ye idea is say you're taking in good faith. Na obia ehwe kwan a ye befa so a oman yi betumpon akọ nanim ye. Ye ni an ye sorry dakro ye si ye mpeso jaban. Ye pe rule of law. Ye pe se mra na di ye so. Nti ye nyina ye mfa mra no enya adwuma.
Okay.
Oza no pay topic a odi sha asie. I have always spoken from the angle of the law. Many aye ka say nyina no or ka say there was nothing. But there was money spent. That's all I'm saying. Ya spend this twitwiri dia eya bosia insi hu wo hu. 5 years after Credit Suisse sikano, we have to pay. Inti ya shasia tuaka. Na brini ho. Inti yanka say me I'm never a fan say politician free wa yanko tata no nyemfa no nkonsa. For me it's not the issue. But yeah, dear Juma, me say me akano on every platform. Sasije ube di ma dance here. Me say me MPP penny bi ani ho no hwe me. Makano every platform. Obian to be nkojina baby nka say my friend kwame adade baji 50,000 bi na fa ko twa wanu obian ni wo obetumi ankansa. Nti me ntu mi ka free fie metna station. Say me makọ my campaign. Na makọ house to house na ya to abama MPP wini na ya di dwumadie bi a sha odikensa sa odike kona koye fa bo a oman no na me so me nya so mfa so na okodin sabi ofa cheme na ebia na okodin nsem hunu a na ma sa to me car abetna studio na me sa defend no. I won't do that.
Okay.
But say one famra na anya adwuma na uchi amra na kakra na uja $1 billion wo ho na obedi 2 million achia. Maybe say Sky Train no a bank ye na so e ba ne say ne eja 1 billion na ya bedi 2 achi. That's my problem.
All right, me that's it. Ernest Kwame Adade and yete ne nka no wafa we mpesem bi wi wo so. Why? Into my men call Fussein Honafi, ye mewie ewo ye wofa as so penny jaribia na nemfiasa. Fuseni?
Media. I think say assembly dey clear dada. One, media academy nimne say president ni ho a ne vice na hwenechi. According to your constitution no. Vice in Swinihua na a co-speaker of parliament. And on the meaning always mostly they swear him in or not, depending on the duration. But
you mean the speaker?
Yes.
I have seen that time. Lawyer Martin Kwebu, and I was surprised when he said, "Say who say yes, swear speaker."
That is it. Me who be that? I don't think it's a public ceremony. Maybe a conventional may call chiri.
Okay.
So the baton goes to you. And yes, I think you CJ Electoral Commission. No, I'm not sure that is done. But a duration be bemudia to say 1 month. Only ho. And only dear, obetro se mini ho we na chiri. Kopim so obeba. A decisions be na untimin take. But there are some decisions on the take. Nanado pension kwa na me say on the vice ni nyina call ya mfa ma speaker em say omosan speaker who dey come say CG o say hwan. Because now as a speaker no omusu say hwan here obeba na ka racial for a speaker aye no. Omo bo mu nsem ti omo anye mistake kura fan question nsa. But this case now, me no can see it's a peculiar case because yes, President you come here show cross about because a China or court to Upper West. Vice of course, Nina him say Nyamiadum Okoshe no yada no ato na doctor so na home kakra. Then the speaker was also not around. CJ wo ho. And you say you need CJ because though the substantive CJ was suspended, but then there's an acting CJ. I'm running my coin say Mpensenpensenmu ni ho a baton no call CJ ho. Sana mrani chire a minim. Say me wrong, lawyers ni betimi correct me. Me who say emrani ma kwan say CJ wo ho ana Speaker of Parliament wo ho na ye de akwahye Chief of Staff on Saturday. Chief of Staff always takes care of the ministers in the even with presence and absence of the president. Chief of Staff na hwe ministers ni nyina na appointees ni nyina asoma no. Then the president who the chief of staff takes care of all the president's appointees and they all report to him. But figuratively no say omampeni bia kra basisi a hwan na bekwa kohia no. Ehonu na the three arms of government including the vice president say we ni ho a we na hwe akiri no constitution na sese. Unless of course minority ni pesi who say omu the acting CJ no. If that is what they are saying, they are meteomasi. But yes, but the constitution gives him the powers of an acting CJ. To say they said be unia ketua me acting director of deputy director general.
Yeah.
Masa, info nyina nyame na me nenam so. Ene me kona me kwaji efuo bi na me say o ye be ye. Na me the economy director general say approve that. Me the chief of staff no approve my massa will execute the contract. A binding
in your capacity as acting.
In my capacity as acting.
Yeah.
What I say? So the acting CJ doesn't preclude him from your friend say applying the laws of Ghana.
But Fuseni, near minim kakrani say before the president leaves the country, he writes.
He communicates to Parliament. Parliament is on recess. The speaker is not also there.
So you write.
But right.
But Parliament is on recess. Minya, Parliament is on recess. Normally, Speaker Jia no communicated to Parliament at the plenary. Yes, I know.
Yes.
It doesn't go individually. And between you and I, you are finding out from Clark say, Papa ne kono, ochro bibi bae. Speaker kura kono, wo Clark oja bibi. For you know, there could be a correspondence that we don't even know. More recess. Until be a correspondence na bedroom ho. More honor okoye na yanka bibi anchira dia. You have course.
You think they will organize a press conference without finding it?
And now a whole minority can organize press conference.
No, meba.
Obiache, obi sikenti
meba. Enti
minority is idle.
Fuzeni meba. Enti Pastor Clark ne saka krata bi every friend saying presidency.
He doesn't communicate to you.
And enti nia ekoso yi nyina.
No, he doesn't communicate to you. Clark knew who kwan so babaka. Oh, CJ, president elected by
house.
Debbie. It only goes to the house.
These are parliamentarians.
And I make sure say enya hwehwe ni mu a enkomo nya de ombaye no.
Call a press conference.
They are idle.
This is what
me say uncroftway they are idle.
Oh, how?
They are idle.
How?
No, you can never say
muko thank you to akoda ne stabbing to nti omajai. Thank you to Ayeko. Chairman Simejai.
And can't come on home.
And can't come on then no more.
And thank you to
I done stabbing to. CJ, no credit woman say between you and I. Clark need to remember country public and say, oh, there be the more kind of Abia President Choroba and also one Trump. No, he cannot do that. He's not even allowed to do that. And he cannot communicate.
Clark not to communicate to the parliamentarians.
No, it is only the speaker. And a communicate speaker knew her first deputy speaker and a bet me can only knew her second deputy speaker and a bet me can. Clark knew you can so no communicating straight to the parliamentarians. No.
Okay.
because the chain of communication was whole. Oh, Timinia, young train. That could enchibia so reconvening.
27th.
They should raise that issue again. They could have done that. I feel Mikacho said they are a bit idle. I feel the so press conference in the Ombeyao. Oh, massa. They say Juma scandal now open munyabi. In some more person will become munyabi. Hey, dollar and come with the battery, $10 in a buff for me. Adom 106.3 petrol buff from Adom 106.3 port duties so I started and also Adom 106.3 say press one day one here cry me pia bontin says here on press conference.
Who's enemy that? But I'm going fast.
One thing is, sir, President Yabe, I think you're normal.
Yeah.
And in our constitution, the three arms of government, the command, the chain of command, what your leadership architecture. Said the President Okofale, our electoral commissioner, I was our vice, it didn't count. It vice now appointing on ye yatono swaba, so to speak. Komumia Runina, ye falia, Mudin electoral commission, and Kratem. What you are not on China, so Nuniwa, a speaker of parliament, and you're sworn in. So, in the absence of president and the vice, you're a chief justice ever sworn in. And some what to me, I a temporary president. And I said, Speaker Suniho. Because Musa said, Chief Justice, as Hussein so art, one is sworn in because Obia Obet Transai, 3 days, Quana Bedia was sworn in. 1 day, Cross say, you're sworn in. When they are sworn in, when I are sworn in. That's the question now.
Yeah.
Yes, sure, behind. It was anywhere I'm Mr. No. Yeah. Oh, no. They are saying now you're trying TV so. Me pacho. Oh, me pacho.
Okay, me who be that?
Me who be. So say, and now your constitution. Me nimba be I say obi a acting president. Tio. Say CJ a crown or acting CJ no. We're acting CJ. Oh, the acting into me some may acting president because president in you only the third estate of the realm. And I don't know. I'm say ebia enkita wodie bi na anko yi. But no kwani nyankopon anim ni. Enya de twa yi. Ye ni obia sesie ya so an in say on a interim president. We don't have. So there has been a leadership gap. That was his year. And it is very dangerous for this country. And the CJ, Minister Fuseni, Adam and Onya Adwene. Why MP that fine? Sorry, DC.
Yeah.
But as my can, MK, and a beer, Adwene alcohol.
No, but then I make us say, senior. I'm not saying, sir, you may think I'm wrong, but I'm also stating facts, sir. And
the facts are not constitutional.
Nothing bars. No, nothing bars.
So I was just checking something here. Maybe check it out. This is date in the crowd January 21st, 2018.
Okay.
So the Speaker of Parliament, Professor Aaron Mike Okwe, was on Sunday, January 21st, 2018, sworn in as the acting president of Ghana. This was because the president, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and his vice president are all not in the country. The Chief Justice was at Parliament House today to lead Professor Okwe to take the oath of office.
Yes.
And this happened in the chamber.
So the same year, the same Nanado's 10, there was a time Nanado wasn't there. Vice wasn't there. But Bagmin was not sworn in.
No, it won't happen.
It happened.
The constitution mandated.
It happened.
No.
Senior, because you've forgotten. It happened.
Where your legal instrument? It will never happen.
It happened.
Men can't quickly. I was more fast. Argument now, make also I could you reference now.
Yeah.
Say in fairness now, the about say.
Okay, senior.
The other about
NSM so pija omukakra. I just there be
the American.
Yeah, asemana of aircane on the 21st of January 2018. The Speaker of Parliament, Professor Aaron Michael Quay, was on Sunday, January 21st, 2018, sworn in as the acting president of Ghana. This was because the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and his vice president are all not in the country. The chief justice was at Parliament today to lead Professor Okwe to take the oath of office. So then the argument said, friend said, Futseni Eka said, during the tenure of
Nanado's second term.
Yes. Honorable Aban Bagmin,
yes,
as Speaker of Parliament.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, swearing in.
Yeah, so Oman Famano. Nanado and Baumia were both not there. Oman Famano. With a man,
Muntie. Oh, Namutrama. In our case, TTT. Because the all can mean now, maybe now, the woman said, it may happen. It will never happen. Now, the woman said, says the acting siege, you know. Yet, to me, want to mean swear on one who in. Meba, Nabotre. There's no provision in the Constitution. It just said we are acting siege. Yes, swear we are substantive.
The Bunya substantive.
Nabotre,
president as well.
Once you are acting for and on behalf of CJ, on your substantive.
Yes.
Yeah, then the course will in.
Who for president?
Debbie, make sure say one qualified to be sworn in.
Wow.
Yes, it is a breach of share. And you know, Your Excellency, I'm say I took a crab at actually. It was down Roma. Waba dia eja. And then I'm just saying when you be now do I be from Juntiana, marshal the chain of command, you know, and it's how constitutional breaches are.
MPP minority, what much say, starting impeachment process.
Yeah. I'm about impeachment now. I was said to test majority. Munya. Most of them micro minority. It more than a macro. Yes, I just say yes, no kind. And before they say, just a medium fee nearby, who might in your press conference. I'm not being white, just a medium fee.
I'm not being
Ghana. I just a medium fee. I said, they don't know Muya mighty. But you see, me come in MPP for we should be
asking questions.
No questions, cry. Or manages your crowd, you got the mama, Ebu Mano for the first 4 months. More MPP, and you may call Swa, Anya Ghana for that. It is still refreshing. It is also somewhere say, Mo party no Nyama Enko ya, Emma Muntimi reintegrate woman Jai party no. This should be your focus. Say, ya the dom na ye. Alancha Martin koi, one koi, and mo constitution kuntia how you can reorganize yourself. Et mun reforms. The parliamentary caucus way, Muntia Eugene Ahin was seen here open heart surgery, and I agree with him. And you know, some more I say you are overambitious to bounce back to power, but baby, I dear to I said that I'm to free to many. MPP for Betimia. And you can show me the they should do a submarine reorganization, reforms, reintegration, so many things. And a down man, so many to me and found to Tunakwama. More a better didn't say Ghana for ebedwuma because enema na Akufo-Addo ya na ye kan ho asema mo so odiketa Akufo-Addo no ene eno na Ghana for kan say abeye problem afede ba omi akora na wo say ye fa bo ebro no enkogu Akufo-Addo so wa bra na wo so ne nenam eti mesramo munya dede no jamo kan emon kasa Ghana foi yewra mama wa mfana chi anya obia na oja omane dampan na emwa omane koso. I agree with you. By impeachment the numbers be na mo kwa impeachment. Asa na mo ma matiefo no machitaafo no mo false hope, which is not good because they won't even meka enkofu ekuta the numbers no parliament womanya Jomama is supreme president. Most more kind impeachment as him.
Okay, wafa. Mame enda wase na vuseni wanzo me danse. Baba pase wajibre abaminia enestadade ensoso menda nase Mpensenpensenmu yemfa aseda ema max by na fe telecell o madara manom so asene me de Mpensenpensenmu no ye de ebre wo